Hello guys, my name is Sheila Marquez. I'm the Paranormal Princess.
And I'm Jack. I'm the Hoosier Hippie. Hello everyone, this is Jack, the cyberspace cowboy, otherwise known as the Hoosier Hippie, together here with the Paranormal Princess, Sheila. Today we have somebody special. We have Ramon and LG from Cebu Ghost Hunters International that we're going to talk to and find out about what they do. This is Ramon.
Hi, pleased to meet you.
Great to meet you. So, Ramon,
yes.
Tell us a little bit about Cebu Ghost Hunters.
Okay, well, Cebu Ghost Hunters was started up by my colleague LG, who you'll speak to later, about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Since then, we've been building up followers, and I'm sure LG will give you a more updated list, but there's over 51,000 followers at the moment. We're based out of Lapu-Lapu.
Okay.
Our aim is to be national and to cover the whole of the Philippines.
Great. All right. And describe to me, what is it that you are doing? What you're hunting for the paranormal?
Okay. We're ghost hunters. I mean, another term for ghost hunters is paranormal investigations.
Okay, great.
So what we do is we go around various haunted locations around the vicinity. The latest one we did was in the Nuns Monastery. We've got one this weekend on Saturday at the Impounding Centre in Mundawi.
Okay, great. Okay. And how do you go about detecting the paranormal activity?
There's two main ways. One is with equipment, things like the EMF, electromagnetic field. What that does is it picks up a magnetic field used by plumbers and electricians to check to see whether there's an electrical cable behind the wall. Because if they're drilling behind the wall, they need to know if there's any electrical cables there.
Okay.
So the EMF detects that, but it also detects an energy field which is known to be produced by ghosts or spirits. And if they come close to the EMF meter, it will activate.
I see.
We do that. We have an electronic voice machine where we speak into a microphone, and the spirits often will communicate.
I see. Okay, so you believe that ghosts and other paranormal phenomenon are primarily made from energy?
Well, you know, that's a really good question, a good statement. Absolutely. Because in reality, we're all made of energy. Scientifically, we're all made of energy. So yes, spirits are made of energy. I'm made of energy. This glass table in front of us is energy. And we all produce different types of objects. Some alive, some, well, like trees, they're alive. So we turn energy into so many different things.
Okay, great. And what paranormal sites, aside from the monastery, have you found in Cebu?
Well, spirits are everywhere. Ghosts are everywhere, so everywhere is haunted. The expert on the haunted locations is LG, so he'll be able to talk about that when he speaks shortly.
Okay. And you mentioned to me before a little bit about impound yards.
Yes.
Where there's been accidents, the spirits remain within the
That's interesting
vehicles.
Because if you have a road traffic accident and people are killed on the road, and many people are killed on the road every day, then the cars are impounded into this impounding location, which is looked after by the police. So the people who have died in the cars, obviously their bodies will have been extracted, but often their souls, their spirits are locked in that location or in the car. And the evidence for that comes from previous ghost hunts that LG has done there, but also the staff that work in the impounding centre, the police staff, who talk of many, many paranormal incidences at that location.
Tell me, what is the strangest or weirdest thing that you've experienced
Okay.
in Cebu?
What strangest? For me, nothing paranormal is strange. So I've been doing this for over 20 years, over 30 years, and I have had thousands and thousands and thousands of incidences. A really nice incident was when we did the human pendulum, a form of seance, and a seance is communication with spirits.
Ideally, you have someone go into this expecting something to happen, or just not being judgmental and being open to whatever happens.
At the beginning of our investigations, I talk through the guests as to how the event is going to run. I'll explain before each seance how it works, and I will say right at the beginning and throughout the events, open your mind.
Cebu has a rich history. Are there any particular influences that really stand out to you, influence the paranormal activity here?
You influence the language. They influence people's behavior, their looks.
Yeah.
And that passes on into the spirit world, because those same people who passed away here are in the spirit world. So you'll get a mixture of spirits coming through. You'll have spirits of people who have died, who have been murdered here during the occupations. But the majority of people here have been killed by normal, by heart attacks, by strokes, by, medical things, which are very, very normal. And those are by far the huge majority of ghosts. Why? Because more of those people have died here.
Saying basically it's not necessarily something that's traumatic that keeps the spirits here, but it can be something as simple as longing to still be around family.
That's right. And often it's loved ones. It's often your grandfather, your great-grandfather, your mother, who have stayed behind to keep an eye on you. We call them guardian angels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spirit guides.
Mainly because love, the two strongest emotions out there are love and hate.
Yeah.
And both of those things are going to keep a spirit here in this world.
Well, it's mainly love.
Love.
Okay? Because the negative spirits hide. They don't want to be seen. And I'll give you an example. If we had 100 people in this area and 50 of them were good people and 50 of them were bad, the bad people would stay silent because they wouldn't want to know. The good people are the ones you'll hear and see. The bad people don't want to be taken away. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So we come across by far the greatest majority of spirits